Welcome to episode 27 of IdleTalk. Today, I say that confidently because I know I'm going to release this next week. I have a guest with me today, somebody that I never thought would be back on. Please let the people know who you are.
Ha. Well, what's up, guys? It's Malik. I'm back again. He said he didn't think that I was going to come back, but look at that.
Look at it.
I'm back here
back.
consecutively, like right
Back
one
to
after
back.
the other.
Like, literally last week, we did that episode.
I think he loves me. He told me I'm the most boringest person alive, but
It's true.
Look at that. I'm back.
It's true. He's got, what's your spirit animal again?
Ha, a sloth.
A sloth. That's not as entertaining as I would think it sounded. But, ooh, honks. The street life. We're outside. Believe it or not. Unbelievable.
What's up, everybody?
We're outside. Hopefully the wind doesn't kill the microphones too much. I don't think it will, but we're outside. We're having fun. What did we just finish doing? Like in this last let's explain our 72 hours to the people. What have we done?
The last 72 hours, we drove back from Florida.
Florida.
15 hours. My bad.
Crazy.
14 hours and 53 minutes.
Exactly. Can't round up.
That's
You can only round up if it's like 55 or more.
right.
Then it's acceptable to round up. But
I think in this case it's 31 and up.
yeah, it should be. I don't know if you heard that, but that's the bus.
It never stops for anyone.
It doesn't stop for anyone. I was trying to parallel park one day, and that shit was still moving. You know what I had to do? I had to drive around the block and hopefully find that spot again. Those are the cops, if you could hear that. Mean streets of Baltimore. Can we say that? Are we in the mean streets of Baltimore?
Actually, we're in a pretty nice neighborhood, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like we're on the I'd say about like 5 to 7 blocks away from the bad neighborhoods.
Yeah. It's pretty good. It's pretty good space, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking about the bus, what's the Florida system for buses? What's the name of that whole department?
That Florida thing. The name of it is SCAT for the place where we went to. And I'm like, you know what? I guess if you're into that, if you don't know what it is, I would prefer not to tell you. And I would recommend, look it up. If I'm being completely honest, don't look it up.
I would look it up. According to iTunes, we have a clean rating. So let's keep it that way.
Yeah. So SCAT, SCAT. Not a scat pack like the cars. SCAT, SCAT. Just
look it up. Look it up.
You will be disappointed. So
we drove up from Florida. You did the unimaginable. You drove like 12 and a half hours, maybe 13 hours, just consecutively.
Yeah. It's crazy because I could have finished the drive. I definitely could have, but oh my gosh, once we got to Virginia, I couldn't stand those people driving in Virginia. So,
that's our AC.
Yeah. Well, at least we got AC.
You got AC, so if you're trying to pull up to Mali's crib, he got AC.
And we got heat too, so come on down.
Heat, he means the sun. It is bright.
Yeah. Alright, but you know what? I'm loving these transition lenses.
Okay, we're back. Hopefully we don't have any more technical issues. Man, just smoking out here, killing his lungs.
You know what?
Smoking.
I ain't killing nobody else's lungs because we smoking outside.
Can you, if you have effects of smoking long term, can that affect your children, when they're born? Can you pass on some fucked up shit to them? Do you know that? Do you know the answer to that? Dr. Nichols?
Technically, yes, because it's all a part of epigenetics.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a whole...
It's killing his kids, man. A child murderer.
It's
Murderer.
potential. It doesn't mean that it will happen.
No,
but
he's
even if you
killer.
don't smoke, it still can happen. So,
Really? Even if you don't smoke? So you talking about straight secondhand smoke or what?
Even if you don't smoke, your kids could still... depends on the mutations and when the body is being built, more or less.
Mutations.
Yeah.
Okay.
Question. So you have asthma.
I have asthma.
Were you premature
No.
as a kid?
No, I was just a normal baby.
Oh, okay.
I came out good except that.
Okay, cause your lungs are one of the last things to really develop, and so
Oh,
that's why premature babies
was I
usually
premature?
actually have
I'm pretty sure I was a normal baby. Like,
uh,
like I'm 100% sure. But now that you asked me that, I'm like 99% sure.
you know, yeah. It's either
Huh?
it's either the heart or the lungs, but I can't remember.
I gotta ask my mom something when I get home. I'm like,
Yeah,
hey mom, when did you get pregnant?
I think it's 37, 36 and a half to 38 weeks is full term, or 40 weeks, somewhere around there. I don't remember. It's been
Yeah.
a long time.
Did you
School
got
is
pregnant?
over. Sure, yeah, let's go with it since I got pregnant. Oh, I still got the one peck from that day.
Yeah. Oh man. So you drove up with? Well, I'm gonna say you drove up from Florida because I just sat there the whole time, just like I'm like, Coach, put me in. Like, nah, I'm good, I'm good. So like, how did you do that feat? Like, how did that happen?
The trick is 4 strawberries and 1 Adderall. I don't know. But like the Adderall wore off at like 2 a.m. By like 2 a.m., but still up until around 6, I was still feeling good.
Yeah.
I didn't actually start really going to sleep or feeling tired until, I don't know, that one podcast you put on?
Well, you were already not driving.
Yeah. But like, I mean, like once you put it on, it kind of like, it wasn't my thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it just kind of, my body, I think my body was just like, you know what? You've been driving 12, 13 hours straight. You need to rest, and this isn't helping. So it just kind of like went to bed.
Now I was vibing. I was doing me, and then we switched because we hit traffic in Virginia, and you were like, "Fuck this, I hate this." And I was like, "You know what? For me and Coach, I'm ready." Only thing I asked you for was like, "Yo, let me wear your Crocs, so I'm not trying to wear my shoes while driving." That's the hack, I think. Not like either wearing slides, Crocs, or just going barefooted and driving. Like after a while, I think my shoe just gets tight for whatever reason. I think it's like the change of air pressure or whatever scientific. Like I don't know what the answer is. That's what I think it is. It's like you drive so long, the cabin air pressure changes. That's what they call the inside of a car, your cabin too. Sometimes, like what else do you call it? Your interior? No, you can call anything an interior.
Well, I guess technically, since we were piloting the vehicle, it could be called a cockpit.
Bro, we were in the cockpit.
Hey,
Hey,
it's better than being in a pulpit. Watch out, preachers and priests.
This guy's crazy. So we're back in Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
We're chilling. Just came back from the park. That park is awesome.
Yeah, it is.
Fucking park is awesome. I love that park. So what are your plans looking like from now until, let's say, like October? What do you hope to do?
So between now until October, Friday, heading back to New York. Gotta go to my sister's graduation.
Which some people don't agree with.
Ah,
Like, who celebrates a high school graduation? I'm pretty sure everybody does.
Most people.
In one way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
But so high school graduation party.
Actually, I forgot about that. So high school graduation, then I'll stay at home until my dad's birthday.
Yeah.
Probably come back down to Baltimore, and then, there's a lot of cops out. Are we in the Bronx?
My man's in the Bronx. Oh my gosh, clip that. That's funny. Fuck.
Nah, we don't need to clip it.
I'm gonna send it to Amberly and Jalen. Shout out to them. They're gonna die and be mad at the same time. Like, why are you always shitting on the Bronx? Well, that's Malik's thing. If you didn't know, medical personnel, professional shitter of the Bronx. That's Malik right there in a nutshell. If I had to use 3 lines, and bad jokes. Hit us with a bad joke, go.
Huh?
Hit us with a bad joke, go.
When you say a bad joke,
A bad joke, like
something that got us canceled.
Yeah, get me canceled.
Okay, I got you. So, what's the difference between a refrigerator and a gay guy?
What?
the refrigerator doesn't fart when you pull the meat out.
Fucking dumb, bro. I've heard that joke like I want to say like 9 times.
Nah, 3.
No,
4.
bro. No, you tell it a lot, and and then you told it a lot when we were in Florida too. I remember the first time you told it to Brennan. Shit was so funny. He started crying.
Crikey, mate.
Oh, that's so funny, dude. So, Florida. That was the first time I went to Florida ever. But you like to go down there.
I'm down there usually at least 2 to 3 times a year.
A year. He got
Yeah.
money.
Ah.
He might be a little ugly, but he got money. Hit him up. It is what it is.
Let me take you on a date. So, you know what? I could teach you the lifestyle.
Don't actually hit him up for that, you horse.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. You know?
He's a good guy. All right. I'm watching you. So, Florida. You like Florida. Hold on.
Yeah.
Put my gum right there. So, you like Florida.
Mm-hmm.
So, why?
Because it reminds me of back home. So I'm originally from the Caribbean. I was born in St. Croix, but I lived in St. Kitts for most of my life. And down there, it's always hot.
Hot as fuck.
And yes, and so it's
Florida's
just
hot
like,
as fuck.
indeed.
All the time.
So it's just like it kind of feels like home in a sense.
Ooh. Mhm.
So home away from home, and then
and you got
people-
family down there.
Yeah. the
So then
people who are
definitely home
there,
feeling.
it's just like
Feels good.
yeah, it definitely does.
So my man got connects.
Indeed.
We were driving a
The
slingshot.
slingshot.
Oh,
Woo.
owe me a soda.
You know.
It was fire. It was cool. Drove it the whole time. He was looking like a pimp. Literally, it is a
3-wheel car.
looks like the
Yeah.
Batmobile, dudes. Like it's
A
incredible.
3-wheel vehicle. I don't know if to consider it a car or a bike. You know, it's a toy. A very
Yeah.
expensive toy.
We went to a grocery store, and this guy in a Jaguar pulls up. Old dude, as most Jaguar drivers are, and he was like, "Do you want to trade?" And we are like, "Nah, we're good." He's like, "Yo, I'm in a Jaguar," and because we're really low to the ground, I had to like stick my neck out. I'm like, "Oh shit, he is in a Jaguar."
He almost got that trade.
Almost
I think I
traded.
would have won.
Yeah, his wife was in the car. She's like, "Ooh, look at the car." She was digging it. He was digging it. We almost got that trade off, but then the store was about to close in like 10 minutes, so we had to run inside and get our groceries.
Yeah.
Which
and then-
I'm sorry to those employees that were like, "Oh, 10 minutes left, let's go," and then an influx of people went in. I do apologize.
Indeed.
I hate when that happens, and then we did it. I am the villain of this story because I ran in there and I got all my groceries as quickly as I possibly could.
Well, we left with 2 minutes to spare, so I think we're still on time. But it's still
Minutemen.
cutting it close.
Cut it close.
Yeah.
So I hate when that happens to me. I was like, fucking people, man. And I go out and I do it myself. I'm a hypocrite. But in the car, my man is pulling college bitches, middle-aged bitches, cougars, and then grandmas. Like they all wanted a ride in the car.
They could have gotten more than a ride, let me tell you. Yo, remember when we were in the
A ride with
parking
Malik
lot?
is like a free trial. You need to cancel within 5 days. You're gonna regret the reoccurring purchase.
Remember when we were going into the store and all the kids just
Oh yeah,
they all wanted to just sit in it,
yeah. They were.
but like it was just crazy.
No mom wanted to let their kid take a block around the parking lot with Malik, which is very responsible on their part.
Yeah,
But we
definitely.
weren't like murderers or kidnappers or anything. But
Yeah,
for
for the most part.
But fuck your kids' memories. Wait, what? For the
What?
most part.
Thought that was me again.
For those who I'm gonna bleep out his name, but for those who don't know, that is a homeless man, squatter.
I wouldn't consider him homeless.
Where does he have a home, or was your garage his home for 15 years?
I'm I'm not really sure.
So when we first took our short 1 week trip down to Baltimore, I looked up.
1 week.
He was like, "Hey, I'm going to visit this house. Do you want to come with me?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure. I'm not doing shit right now." I was doing. Yeah, I literally had just got. I literally was 2 or 3 weeks back from Mexico.
Yeah.
And you're like, shit, bro. I might as well just stay in cruise mode, right? Might as well just fucking go do something else. And so went down, and I was like, for fun, I was like, let me look up squatter laws, right? I'm like, I forgot what joke I made of it, but then I looked at it and I was like, oh, it's 20 years. And so we get here, we get some information about a man named who's supposed to take out, do maintenance and stuff around the whole neighborhood, all these houses on this strip or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then
really good neighborhood, to be honest.
It's dope. Except they steal your Amazon packages, but that's everybody's neighborhood, I guess.
Well, actually, not the people in the neighborhood, but the neighbors do report it. They had like
they got cameras. They caught that shit in 4K. Bro. He was down bad for some bed sheets.
Actually, not even bed sheets, just the mattress cover. I was like, I guess he ain't coming back to steal again unless he wants another mattress cover.
But knowing the purchaser, it's probably a good ass mattress cover.
Yeah,
shit was probably
now that I think about it.
Fire. But he does like maintenance, for the neighborhood. And then we were just getting to know him as more Malik's family came down, and we were talking to him, and came up, right? Technically, came up from Florida. Yeah. It turns out my man had been working in this neighborhood for 15 years out of that garage, and I'm just like, huh. Remember when I brought up that joke about being a squatter for 20 years? I'm like, my man's 5 years away from his deadline. This shit's about to be his if y'all don't stop him.
Yeah, even though we pay for the house.
Shit was crazy. My man served 2 tours, one for the Army and one for the Marines. Mm-hmm. My man carried a bullet around his neck.
50 cal.
Oh. Man said he was hunting bison in Colorado, which I've been to Colorado. It's nice over there. We should go again. Well, you should go for the first time, and I should go again. Yeah. But I was like, damn, that's crazy. This dude is wild. He gave us the bullet. We had it in our hands. It was a real bullet. And then once we were like, oh my gosh, if we don't get him out soon, that guy is gonna have like legal claim to the property.
Yep.
And this is, I'm not going to talk numbers, but this is a pretty big asset to have, especially if you work out of a garage. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, I could tell you it's over a $500,000, so.
I wasn't going to say anything at all. I was going to let you guess, but it's over $500,000. It's a crazy fucking house. Yeah. It's so dope in there.
4 floors.
4 floors.
3 bathrooms. 4 bathrooms, technically, but 1 bathroom doesn't have a shower in it, and 1
bathroom doesn't have a sink in it.
Well,
technically,
the sink is on the outside of the bathroom, but
which let me know. I want the internet to tell me, is that a thing? Is there some places that have the sink on the outside of the bathroom?
At hotels.
At hotels?
Yeah, they have like they have the sink like kind of in the room kind of thing.
I don't know. I don't know what kind of bougie ass hotels you've been to, but in the cheap to middle class hotel rooms I've been in, the sink has always been in the bathroom.
Well,
actually, I did stay at a hotel in Santa Cruz. It was like $1,000 for like 4 or 5 days, and the sink was in the bathroom. So my man be staying in hotel rooms probably like $500 a day. That got the sink on the outside, probably. I'm not so sure. I don't know. Why'd you pay more for inconvenience?
What do you mean? It's easier for cleanup, and I won't tell you cleanup of what.
And it's also easier to forget to wash your hands after you use the bathroom.
Yeah, well, it definitely is, because this is going to sound really bad.
Oh, my God.
I went to use the bathroom, and I laid on my bed, and I was like, why do I feel dirty? And I looked at this sink, and I was like, I didn't wash my hands. And so, I instantly just got up, and I went to wash my hands. And I was like, you know what? At least I didn't have to walk all the way to the bathroom. I think it's convenient. Good shelving
It's dangerous, too, because what if he was tired and he just went to sleep with caca hands?
Ew, that's disgusting.
Disgusting, bro.
Okay, I guess at night it would be dangerous, but...
That girl is so dangerous.
I guess you know what? That's very I think it's really convenient now that I think about it. Think about this. You know, let's just say I have a wife or a girlfriend,
Or a
and
husband or boyfriend.
indeed, I won't assume genders anyways. They them. I identify as he him.
I'm also he him
um.
or the goat, whichever one you prefer, people.
So imagine you gotta go. So you're getting ready for work, and you know how like women are usually in the bathroom applying their makeup, doing this, doing that. You know, I think it just
I don't think that is there. There's not a bathroom in your bathroom. There's not a mirror in your bathroom.
no, there's not.
And the mirror is outside.
Uh-huh.
Oh, so you mean they do it on the outside
Yeah,
and you go in the bathroom do your thing? Okay, I thought you
Exactly.
meant like they would be in the bathroom doing makeup, but you could just like brush your teeth and shit.
Oh no. Well, I guess if I need to, I could brush my teeth in the shower. You know.
Oh, it's true. Multitasking. You could do a lot in the shower.
Yeah, actually, except especially one thing, because I've been seeing this for some reason of people shitting in the shower. You do
What the
not
fuck?
shit in the shower. You know, like, haha, it sounds funny.
Like,
but
haha,
then
I
I'm
shit
gonna
myself in the shower, but not like purposely taking a shit in the shower.
You know, I always say there's two people in the world. There's two types of people in the world: people who pee in the shower and liars, right? But if you shit in the shower, now
You're a terrible.
I
human.
don't know where to classify you. That's
Just psychotic.
indeed.
I would say. I mean, I don't even know, bro. Like,
You know, I guess if their drain pipe is that,
I'm running a poll on TikTok. Do you shit in the shower? And I want you to go vote in it and let me know. TikTok people, viewers watching, do you shit in the shower?
yeah,
Yes, no. Let me know.
that's
Have you ever like shit in the shower? Like not even like on purpose, but like an accident or anything? Like you know when you fart and then you're like, oh, fuck,
oh, you mean like a
shit.
shart?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
What are we talking about? So much for that clean rating.
Yeah, you know, this is pretty dirty.
Language clean. Actual description podcast very dirty, very filthy.
Actually,
Topics filthy.
actually, think about this. Actually, I got you. Want to hear a dirty joke?
Okay, what?
The pig rolled in the mud.
That's it.
That's it.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
No bell.
No bell. Who?
No bell. That's why I knocked.
You know what? I need to go replace that.
We actually don't have a bell, so putting in a bell.
Actually,
Or do we?
we do. Actually, we have an intercom system.
This
so
is weird.
like,
It's like
what?
Friends. Boom, sitcom. Friends reboot in this house, but just no white people, just straight everybody else. So if you want to get casted, let me know. Leave a comment. Friends reboot in this house.
That's pretty funny. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm serious. HBO.
I'm down.
Serious.
Has enough
HBO.
room.
Look at me. Hit me up. I have ideas.
We are the cast now.
Thought this was my idea.
Yeah, but we're gonna be a part of it.
Okay, I got you. I'm gonna be like I would be
I would be Joey.
You'd be Joey?
Yeah.
Fuck it, then I'm Chandler, I guess. I could play that part really well. Like I mean, my man's Chandler. Everybody thinks he's gay, you know, in the show. This man hit on me in an H&M in Florida. I was very flattered. Now I can be like, even men want me. So, but tell me, like, I went in there. If y'all know me, y'all seen these Adidas pants. I've had them for quite a time. My Adidas sweatpants. I got the bottom like jogger style because I was like, yo mom, these are too loose. Make them like jogger style. So she did that for me. Shout out to my mom. She's a very good seamstress and stuff. So
She'll be tailoring my suits.
maybe. I don't know yet.
I'm paying, so.
All right then. So lock it in right now. But so I got that Adidas tracksuit sweatpants. I have a black t-shirt and oh my god, it's a fruit of the loom shirt. It's not even like an H&M shirt. Like I got an H&M black t-shirt a while back.
And a pair of smiley Crocs. I had to take it off to show you guys. Like we didn't even plan anything for this podcast. It was just kind of like, oh, you wanted to do a podcast outside? And I was like,
yeah,
sure.
bonus. It's a bonus episode.
Yeah.
So I was wearing those Crocs, wearing my Fruit of the Loom Hanes black T-shirt, which looked more like kind of a navy blue than a black, and my Adidas track pants, and I had a mask on, right? So I go there to buy another H&M black T-shirt because I give you that H&M. You have some fire black T-shirts. I love those T-shirts. I love how they feel.
African American T-shirts.
Only a handful of people understand that joke. I need to
Very much.
I need to find that reference point. Is it Jim
Bill
Jeffrey?
Burr.
Oh, it's Bill Burr. Bill Burr
Yes.
special. Okay, so I go watch all of Bill Burr's special just to understand that joke.
And he's really funny.
He is kind of funny. So I'm wearing I'm dressed like that, so just I'm painting the picture, and I go there, I get my black H&M shirt, and I'm fuck it, I'm gonna get a pink H&M shirt. Why not? Let me just shout out to my boy Fabian because he likes pink. So I'm like, you know what? Let me be bold. I'm gonna get a pink shirt, and then
For Pride Month,
So because everybody is gay in June. Ask all those corporations. They're gay for the entire month of June, and then July hits. Like, haha, we're back to not giving shit about you guys. So, so that's what I got. I got some.
emancipated.
I got some.
Happy Juneteenth, everybody. Even
Yes.
though it was 4 days ago.
Yep.
4 days ago.
And it'll be technically 9 days ago when this comes out,
Yeah, I think so. Just
more or
around.
less. So I have that, and I have $3 pair of slippers. Because I just needed some slippers for around the house, I'm tired of walking barefoot and getting dirt on my feet and shit. So I was like, I got that, checking out. The guy goes, "Oh, I like your outfit." I'm like, "Thanks." Pay for my stuff, because I didn't really pick up on it, right? And then so I walk out, and then as I'm walking out, I catch my reflection. I'm like, "You like my outfit?"
Give me word for word what you said you think you wanted.
I walked out. In my head, I look at my reflection. I'm like, "You have a nice outfit." And then so I go and walk out. We walked past the sunglasses store. I forgot what brand it was.
Probably.
It was a high-end sunglasses store or whatever, right? So I'm walking by, and I catch my reflection again, and then I look straight at Malik, and I'm go, "That guy wanted to fuck me." Have a nice outfit. First of all, it doesn't match. None of it matched. And it's not like he could have complimented the outfit I was buying, because it was just shirts and slippers. There was no bottoms in the outfit either. So it was either he liked the outfit I was wearing, or he liked the outfit that I had, which was just t-shirts and sandals.
I don't know.
And so I say that to him, and then what do you say?
I forgot what I said.
He was like, "Oh, I thought I was the only one that picked up on that," reassuring me. They're like, "Wait, so I picked up that's the vibe that was put down. I just ain't pick it up."
It's Pride Month, guys. I respect it.
I was like, and then I was like, he doesn't. I'm like, "Bro, I'm wearing a mask. He doesn't even know if I'm cute,
I think you're cute.
I know I'm cute, bro, but I'm just saying, you could only see this much. I could be catfishing him like this, just straight eye like they. So I don't. I tried. We went back 2 days later. No, the next day, right?
Mm-hmm.
When they were opening, I didn't find him. So that love story ends there. Unfortunately, we don't know what could have happened.
Didn't even get his name.
Didn't
Wait,
get his
unless you still have the receipt.
No, I don't have the receipt.
Nah, then you just lost out on
Bro,
your
I
perfect
threw
love
out
story.
all the receipts that day we left Florida. It was in that Vans bag I had. So story. He bought Vans, and guess who wore them the entire weekend? Me. He's like my girlfriend. He wore the Vans, my feet hurt, and the back of my feet hurt, and then what? I had to give him my white shoes, which he was wearing. That's why I was wearing the Crocs. He was wearing my white sneakers, and because we went to go find some suits for him. He was like, "Nah, they will look better with the white shoes for now." Because you should have seen him. We tried to wear a full blown suit, really nice, expensive suit, and then he's wearing fucking Crocs.
By all means.
But if there's a man that could pull off a suit and Croc, I think it's him.
You know how it go.
If there's any woman out there that could pull out dresses and Crocs, it's Amberly and Jalen. And I think we need to have a photo shoot, all three of you, suited up, dressed up, straight Crocs. Promo for Crocs. Crocs, hit me up. Let's make it happen. Good marketing. I'm just a fucking genius when it comes to this shit. Boom, boom, boom.
By all means, Crocs hit me up when I made that Instagram.
Did you?
My Instagram page.
No way.
But I'm so.
Why did what you fumbled the bag, bro?
I don't post on social media enough. I don't use social media.
My man
like
could have been
I
a
use.
Croc ambassador right now. My man could have been driving the Croc mobile,
By all means, I own
which is a Honda
9
Civic
pairs
just
of
filled
Crocs.
with Crocs.
Yeah.
You have a lot of Crocs.
Yeah.
He bought me some Crocs. The only pair of Crocs I've ever owned, and they're like these winter hybrid Crocs.
Yes.
You could wear them outside in the snow and you'll be fine. And they have the fuzzy interior. I fucking love those Crocs. Love them to death. My favorite pair of shoes.
Dedication to Croc Nation.
Follow them right now. You'll get on that. What the hell? Crocs hit you up. You could have been doing something completely different now.
Yeah, but I tried.
You had some pretty funny posts.
Huh?
You had some pretty. Your captions were funny. The pictures were okay. I'll be honest with him. They're pretty okay pictures, but I'm saying that I like the captions a lot. They're pretty good.
I think my favorite caption I ever did on an Instagram post, it wasn't on the Croc page, it was on my regular page. It was when I graduated. I posted up a couple of pics, and I was like, from the hood to Hogwarts when I graduated.
I saw that actually.
I think it was a pretty dope caption.
That was pretty funny, yeah.
I don't know about what other people think, but, you know, I don't really care much about what other people think. So.
Damn, Crocs hit you up?
They did.
That's crazy.
Just Gustaved it. And
Nobody
I can tell
knows
you
what that
only
means.
3 people would understand that.
Oh
Me,
my God.
him, and the person who lost their sheet covers.
So, oh my gosh.
We won't even get into
When
that.
did I after the H&M incident, like 2 days later, you said something and I was like, hey man, I just like reek bisexual energy. I meant it as a joke, but I really like that's I don't know.
But that's how you know you cute.
I'm not. That's what I'm
Dudes
saying.
like you, girls like you, shit.
People's moms like me.
Indeed.
I'm just hilarious.
I love people's moms. But we won't get into that. Don't look at me like that. We won't get into that. let's
Don't let him meet your mom. That's all I'm saying.
I can meet your mom.
I don't have any personal experience in that realm with him, but don't let him meet your mom.
By all means, I'm one of the dudes you can take home
Don't
to
let
your
him.
parents.
Don't let him.
You know, like I have exes whose families still reach out to me and still say, "Hey,
Really?
Still, yeah."
Nice.
But we won't really get into that.
Hold on, helicopter.
Actually, seeing that helicopter just reminded me of an Instagram video I saw. Of
I'm gonna keep that in.
excuse me. Of basically this dude running away from the cops on a boat. So it had a helicopter flying like right over him, and then 2 more police boats coming from the side where he's going to.
Yeah.
And it's like people are just on the beach just recording this, and I'm like,
Nice.
what is wrong with these people in Florida?
Yeah, Florida's bugging all the time.
Yeah,
Nobody in Florida wears masks.
and none of them use their indicators when they're driving. I'm telling you, they are all low on blinker fluid.
Yeah, they need to
I
top
think
up.
they need to go to their local mechanics and get some blinker fluid.
There's mad AutoZones. There's mad Napa Auto Parts down there. There's a lot of there's no excuse to not top up on blinker fluid.
Yeah,
Florida.
you know, I never knew people would have ever needed that,
They need it.
but down there they need it. They are almost as bad as Maryland drivers.
I told them that day one when we came down. I was like, I'm not driving in Maryland. I hate Maryland. Because when I came down to my internship in South Carolina, I had to go on this. I forgot where I went, but it was like literally 5 lanes, just fast traffic. It was like I was in a Fast and Furious movie. Everybody was zooming. I was trying to merge into a lane, and this mom in a minivan is honking and then passing me, and I'm like,
You should
"Bitch, you're driving a minivan."
She should take care of her children.
She acting like she's driving like a Tundra or F-150. She was moving in a minivan that was awfully low to the ground, by the way. But like that's like, and I was like, Jesus, I hate it here. I'm being nice. I'm letting people in my lane, but they're like, oh, I have to go in the other lane now. So nobody will let me in, so I have to force my way in, and I hate forcing my way into lanes because it's like that's how most accidents happen. Speaking of accidents, we saw like 4 accidents on the way up.
One dude's car was on
Fire, bro.
Like, don't know how that happens. On fire.
It was bad. And then the next 2 were like a little minor. They're all right. Just
And then the
regular
one in
accident.
Virginia, the dude was out of his car on the floor
On the
on the side of the
ground, dude.
on the side
Like
of
the
the road.
car was on the left of us. My man was on the right side of the lanes.
Yeah, of like a 4-lane. Was it 4-lane? Yeah, 4
It was
lanes.
4 lanes. Dude, I don't know. Also, when we were driving, when I was driving to Florida the first time, I was driving because I'm a night driver. I can easily drive in the night, but like he falls asleep or he gets sleepier while driving through the night. So I'm driving, and then he's starting to wake up, and I'm like, yo, look at the car in front of us. I have maybe about 5 car-foot distance from the car, right? And the car is like swerving, coming in and out of all the lanes. Not even.
Remember when she almost hit the speedometer thing?
So there was like
A
construction.
radar?
Yeah, there was construction on the road we were at. So it was becoming a 3-lane section, and then it was becoming a 2, and then it was becoming a 1. So then there's cones like indicating that, hey, this lane is starting to close, and she was hitting. And I say she because we'll know later in the story. So she was hitting the cones, and she's hitting the cones, and then you know that sign that's like that gives your speed and shit. It's a big ass sign, and the radar is very small, but just to show you that, hey, you're going this fast. And so she is hitting it, and then I think she woke up after hitting like 6 cones, and then she went back into her lane.
Almost hit into like another vehicle, another 2 actually.
Yeah.
And we were just behind her, just making sure, like, if you crash, we'll be here.
Yeah.
But then
At this time, we didn't know who was in the car, so so they're drastically, like, I'm being passed by a number of cars, right? And I'm just thinking, like, these people probably think I'm just slow, or like I'm just like not going fast enough. And they're passing me, and then they're realizing as they're passing me, when they're getting closer, as they're cutting that 5-car distance I left between me and the other car, they realize, like, oh my god, this person in front of them is like swerving in all the lanes.
Yep.
And so they have to play like a cat and mouse and pass the car. And so eventually, when we becoming a 1-lane on like travel only part of the road, and then I speed up to her, and I'm like, yo, I'm a honk to wake her up, like honk. So I honk like 5 or 6 times, and then as the construction was over, I pass her, and then I don't know what happened to her. So if you were driving through Jacksonville that night, I hope you made it home safe.
Yes,
About
I do
3
too.
weeks later, but I hope you made it home safely and soundly, and I hope nothing bad happened to you, because literally nobody was being like courteous to you.
Not in the slightest.
Not in the slightest. So I honked at you, not because I was telling you to fuck off. I was telling you, please wake up and get home safe.
Yes.
So I think they should add a mad honk and a happy honk in your cars. If you hit it hard, it's an angry honk. If you just slightly tap it, it's a more cheerful, happier honk. That way people can distinguish between what's happening, like a hey or a fuck you. Either way, I hope she didn't take it as a fuck you, but
by all means, as long as she made it home, I don't care.
I hope she made it home, dude. I hope, because she was struggling, and a lot of people on the roads were struggling, especially that late at night. It might have been like 3-4 a.m. at that point. So I hope they made it home safe. I hope all the other drivers that passed me like made it home safe as well. So I do remember telling you a story when I was driving back down from Alfred with another friend, and or driving up to Alfred, I should say, and this guy passed me super fast, right? I'm like, all right, so I'm going 85. This man just passed me, so I'm gonna slow down. And then 20 minutes later, I passed by a cop pulling over somebody. It's already been pulled over, and guess who it was?
The same guy.
It was that guy that passed me. And you know what? He deserved that.
Actually, thinking about that, thinking about cops, I don't know how.
This man's a magician, bro. I don't know how he did it, but let's see your POV.
So basically,
I'm
was
asleep.
speeding through Virginia. They
He's
have
flying.
this thing that they say, what's it called? Your speed is monitored by aircraft. We looked it up. It means like sometimes drones are passing by and they like clock your speed
And
and
they
stuff.
clock your speed, and then they call it in to the cops waiting down below, and that's how cops pull you over.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the drone is not pulling you over. That would be fucking scary, though.
It definitely would be, but like I'm here and I'm speeding. I'm doing over
Flying.
80, and then
In a packed CRV, we are coming up from Florida with things for this house, and he is flying. I wake up and I'm like, oh, what's up? And he's like, oh, I think a cop is about to pull me over.
Yeah, cause I fly by and I didn't see him in the bushes.
Speed limit was
And-
70.
Yeah, it was 70. I think it had just turned back to 72, and then fly by, and then like next thing you know, I see blue lights on, and I'm like, shit, I should have took that last exit after I saw him. But all I did was I slowed down, started going 70, but the cop put on his blue lights, and he went in the exit. So I'm guessing that he saw somebody else taking the exit and thought it was me, and I'm like, you know what? We got saved because. No, I passed everyone there. So I know I was the one he was supposed to come after. But you know what? Thank you, whoever you are that turned off that exit. I'm sorry if you got a ticket saying that you were going over 85, but I'm really happy I didn't get the ticket.
Me too.
But just to let you know, I was driving the speed limit the whole rest of the way. So, well,
We couldn't take any chances.
yep, you know.
But until we got out of Virginia, though, it was vroom, it was flying. Flying.
The whole way. The only time I went below the speed limit was when it was raining.
Yeah. There's a very responsible adult here.
Yeah. So, shoot.
But that was crazy, bro. Like I was
was.
like, did he just pull over somebody else for your craziness?
He definitely did, and you know what? I don't mind.
It's not his
Because-
problem.
Not anymore. The moment he turned his lights on, it was my problem. The moment he took the exit, it wasn't mine anymore.
Exactly. And I hate when they wait, because I was also pulled over. I wasn't the one driving though, but like they waited a bit. Like the person was going 90 on like a singular road highway, passes the cop. They're like, fuck, past the cop, and then they waited like 5 minutes to pull us over. And I was like, I hate when they do that. Like, just pull me over off the bat. Like, don't just come out and then like then turn your lights on 2 minutes in and then pull us over 2 minutes after that. Like,
Yeah, it was lovely. Let me tell you,
My
it
man
was
really-
lovely.
pulled off the greatest disappearing act of 2021.
They call me the Black Houdini.
The Black Houdini. And that's where we'll end it. We'll end it with the Black Houdini. Thank you for coming back on.
No
Even
problem.
though, I will say, just because we have back-to-back episodes with him doesn't mean record them back-to-back. I don't know if you've noticed, but my man is fly as hell right now. My man got his hair done. My man's looking like a straight-up gangster. So, thank you for coming back on the show.
No problem.
That was episode 27 of IdleTalk. I can say that confidently because it will come out as episode 27. And now I'll see you next week.
Have a great time, everybody.
Peace.
Peace.